Welcome to channel. The Trump administration just dropped a bombshell on Colorado's wolf reintroduction program, and it's sending shockwaves across the Rocky Mountains. In a move that has conservationists crying foul and rural communities cheering, federal wildlife officials have ordered Colorado to immediately halt the importation of gray wolves from Canada. The decision fits a familiar pattern. Policies that claim to protect local interests often appear patriotic on the surface, but history shows they can trigger unintended consequences, market disruptions, and widespread economic fallout. Colorado has spent years building one of the most ambitious wolf restoration efforts in the country. Since 2023, the state has been releasing gray wolves west of the Continental Divide, following a razor-thin 2020 voter initiative that made Colorado the first state to mandate wolf reintroduction through a public ballot. Today, roughly 30 wolves roam the state's mountainous regions, with long-term plans envisioning as many as 200. But the program has been anything but smooth. Rural opposition has been fierce. Ranchers report livestock losses and economic strain, and many of these communities overwhelmingly voted against the reintroduction plan. After 2 winters of wolf releases under the Biden administration, these opponents appear to have found a powerful ally in Washington. The new directive came via a letter from U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Director Brian Nesvik to Colorado Parks and Wildlife Director Jeff Davis, ordering an immediate suspension of further wolf imports. The message for Washington was crystal clear and uncompromising. Colorado's wolves must come from within the United States, not from Canada. In a blunt directive, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Director Brian Nesvik ordered Colorado to cease and desist all efforts related to the capture, transport, or release of any gray wolves not obtained from northern Rocky Mountain states. This marks a dramatic reversal in federal policy and has thrown Colorado's carefully planned winter releases into total disarray. The state had already finalized an agreement with British Columbia's Ministry of Water, Land, and Resource Stewardship to relocate 10 to 15 wolves this winter, an agreement signed before Nesvik's October 10th letter arrived. Colorado Parks and Wildlife spokesperson Luke Perkins confirmed that officials are now scrambling to evaluate all options for this year's releases following the unexpected federal order. The timing couldn't be worse. While some wolves have come from Oregon, British Columbia has been Colorado's primary source in recent releases, providing genetically suitable wolves already adapted to the rugged, high-altitude terrain and climate of the Rockies. Now, the Trump administration's directive has created a logistical and ecological nightmare. Most of the preferred U.S. Rocky Mountain states, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, want nothing to do with Colorado's reintroduction program. These are the very states that hosted the original Canadian wolves released in Yellowstone during the 1990s. Their reluctance stems from long-running tensions over wolf management and fears that exporting wolves could weaken their own populations. That leaves Colorado trapped in what wildlife experts are calling a bureaucratic catch-22. The state is legally obligated to continue its voter-mandated wolf program and maintain genetic diversity. Yet it's being blocked from accessing the most suitable source of wolves while U.S. states refuse to cooperate. At the heart of this dispute lies a critical legal question. Did federal law ever require Colorado to source wolves only from northern Rocky Mountain states? The 2023 federal notice establishing Colorado's experimental wolf population referred to the northern Rockies as a preferred, not required, source. That subtle difference has become the central battleground. Lisa Saltzbeig, an attorney with Defenders of Wildlife, accuses the Fish and Wildlife Service of twisting language to justify blocking Canadian wolves. She argues the original federal framework never prohibited international sources, making the Trump administration's new stance a sharp departure from established policy. Beyond the legal wrangling, the scientific stakes are enormous. Genetic diversity is vital for the long-term health and survival of any reintroduced wolf population. Restricting Colorado's access to only a few U.S. states, all reluctant to share their wolves, could severely weaken the program's biological foundation. Canadian wolves, by contrast, bring broader genetic diversity and have a proven track record